If you've read everything else, you've heard everything else, you've tried everything else, this is the one thing that you haven't done. And this is the thing that really works.
That's easy.
There's a very specific way to manifest what you want, but the understanding of this cannot be taught in the traditional way because it's an understanding that has to move you inside and cause you to have a shift that makes everything different. And that's what we're trying to create with manifesting and law of attraction is we're trying to incite this inner shift within you that gives you access to this dimension that can only be felt. It cannot be explained. And so if you're having trouble with manifesting, I'm going to tell you something in this video that if nothing else has worked for you, and if you really have been trying to make manifesting work and you've been trying to get your man to come back to you or your relationship or whatever else it is that you want in your life and you're just frustrated and unhappy and you don't know what you're doing wrong or whatever, or you're stuck, it doesn't matter what's going on with you. If you learn what I'm going to give you in this video, you will be able to manifest the relationship that you want. It will not be hard. It will be easy for you to do. And if you watch all the way until the end, you'll be able to apply this tactic to any aspect of your life. This is the understanding of manifesting and how to get that result that is missing for almost everyone who comes to manifesting and law of attraction ideas. If you get what's here, you'll get it all. Generally, people come to manifesting because they want to get something. So automatically right off the bat, you're coming at it from a needy, desperate vibe. And that slows everything down. It even slows your ability to learn, your ability to practice the techniques properly, your ability to apply, and it completely impedes you from achieving the vibration that is necessary for you to be able to manifest what you want in your life. When you're in that vibration of, I want something, how do I get something? How do I get the universe to give me this thing? How do I make this thing come to me? You're trying to obtain and get something. It makes it impossible to get that thing. Even the techniques you're practicing in a superficial sense and not in the sense that they are meant to be practiced. Especially if you feel like you have been struggling with this and you're not quite sure what the problem is and everything feels hard and arduous and it feels like you're losing or whatever. Or even if you just want to be better at manifesting, or if there's that one thing that you just can't figure out. I noticed this in my own life that I was very motivated to manifest because I wanted things. And I was able to manifest a lot because I wanted things. I wanted to. I was motivated. And when you are pursuing something, and if you keep pursuing it a lot, it doesn't even really matter if you're, quote, right or wrong, or if you're doing it the hard way or the easy way, you're gonna figure out how to manifest it if you don't give up. And so it took a lot of me not giving up to be able to manifest things. But as time went along, I figured out that I'm still not, even though I'm getting so many things and I'm achieving things and I'm manifesting a lot, there's still something that's off that I'm not getting right. Because over and over again, repeatedly, I was just finding these off vibrations and I was finding myself obtaining things, but it wasn't exactly the vibration that I wanted. And having that exact vibration that you want is very important in order for you to feel like you've obtained the manifestation of your dreams. Because the manifestation that you want is not about the picture. The picture is empty without the vibration. That's where this idea of gratitude and appreciation comes in so prevalently over and over again. And it doesn't even matter what idea you're really coming from. You could be coming from a religious perspective, a psychological perspective. You could be coming from a spiritual perspective. You could be coming from manifestational perspective. We all agree that appreciation and gratitude is everything. And let's go deeper into this. So coming into manifesting because you want something, automatically lack vibration. It's just about what you can get. Here's the thing about it. Love is not about what you can get. That's not unconditional love. And you can't be unconditional when it's about you getting. And if I'm talking about love, trust me, this love is a vibration that you can use to obtain anything. And it's so funny because it sounds like I'm contradicting myself. But what I'm trying to say is this vibration that I'm talking about that does end up getting you everything that you want is a true love vibration, which is also equal to alignment. And you can use this not only to get relationships, but to get anything and everything else. What it's about is getting a vibration. That is really, like, it's impossible to hear when you're in a place of desperation, need, and lack, where you're completely addicted to focusing on circumstances completely and circumstances that are empty, right? So a person that is in a certain place really can't hear this and doesn't want to hear it. But if you've been trying for a while, you might be motivated to listen. And it's not about, I don't need you to listen to me. This is for you. This is really for you. This is a gift for you. And that's the thing about manifesting, is all the people that really want something, they don't have the attention span to listen to the parts that really matter in order to really receive that and achieve that. And the people that are really desperate and really want what they want, they don't find the value in the vibrational aspect. But the vibrational aspect is the aspect that is of the most value. So sometimes people are completely missing the most important parts, and they think that's not the important part. The vibration part, that's not the important part, right? It's all about me thinking about what I want. The more that you think about what you want from a place of wanting it, the more that you will manifest not having it. So that's why one of the first things that I try to do with people is try to break their addiction to thinking about, like being attached to thinking about the thing that they want from a place of wanting it and trying so hard to obtain it and insisting on needing it. Because I know that that is to your detriment. So here's the part that changes everything for you. If you've read everything else, you've heard everything else, you've tried everything else, this is the one thing that you haven't done. And this is the thing that really works. You have to find that, number one, there is a vibration that equals what you want. You have to find that vibration, and it exists within you. And if you want it, that means that you can find it within yourself. Now, the times when you won't be able to find it are when you just have too many negative ideas about all of that. Like there's some convoluted ideas and concepts and stories that keep you even from entertaining purely what you want. So that's something that we need to get through, right? If that's there. But aside from that, let's say that you're able to get through your stories. Let's say that you're able to achieve the vibration of what you want. You have to be able to put your finger on the vibration of what you want. You have to be able to decide strongly on what you want. When you do that, you will have the ability to focus on this vibration that is the thing that you want, and you'll be able to experience it in a way that is gratifying to you. There's a reward involved in that, in the way that you feel when you focus on it. It feels good. You have to be able to make. This has to be about not finding a thing or getting a thing, but about finding and getting a vibration. When the goal and the reward is that you are finding a vibration, that is actually when you'll get the thing. And I know that it doesn't make any sense to a lot of people. It doesn't make any sense at all. But that's probably why so many people just haven't figured this out. It has to be about you achieving a vibrational alignment that then serves as your reward. When you essentially align yourself with an appreciation of a vibration, and you are able to be thankful and appreciative that you have this feeling and this sense about you, when you can just achieve appreciation for that, you then become the source of love that calls forth more love to you. It is inevitable. You become a lighthouse, a beacon, a magnet. You will notice that there's no more lack or need or desperation in you. Now it becomes genuinely about appreciating and about giving and about loving. It becomes genuinely about being involved in an unconditional way. It becomes like you being intertwined in the benevolence of the universe and understanding and feeling and experiencing what that means. You become the source, the giver, not the taker, the needer anymore. So when you are vibrationally empty or void on the inside, you're going to be a selfish taker. And you will be a black hole that can never be filled, never be satisfied. And no matter what comes to you, you'll always see the glass half empty. You'll always have something to despair about or complain about. There will be no end to that. And then you notice that as you start becoming more appreciative, that perspective starts to turn around. But there's a little part of you that is still wondering, where's my stuff? There's a little part of you that's still attached to your end goal, which is really getting the thing, not about fully appreciating a vibration or the vibration that you have. You're not celebrating the vibration as if it's the end goal, the end all be all. And for that reason, that's why some of you can still stay in this limbo, because you're halfway there and you feel okay, but you don't know how to get all the way there. And you don't know how to get all the way there because you're not all the way there vibrationally. You're not fulfilled with the vibration that you're experiencing. It sounds really stupid, but you have to experience this art of manifesting before you can understand it. And until you experience it, there's just a whole lot of people explaining every which way to help you do that. That's what we're doing. Now, everybody has had a little glimpse of what that feeling is that I'm talking about, but they don't realize how deliberately you can bring this feeling about and not dependent upon circumstances. Because when you feel better about a circumstance because a circumstance happened the way that you wanted it to happen, you're never going to be able to manifest stability. When you don't have genuine love, sincerity, and appreciation that has a decent level of unconditionality. Because if you're not unconditional, you're unstable. And you're going to attract lack because there's a void in you. This is just stuff that I've learned after nothing else worked for me. And no matter how big, bad, awesome, and smart that I was, you're never going to be able to make it work unless if you become humble. And this is so important. When you are humble, you shut up on the inside. All of your excuses are quieted. All of your detrimental, bogus thoughts, your worries, your doubts, your fears, they're all silent. You are silenced when you're humble. And so that means that there is no opposing force coming from within you. There's no opposition. There's no resentment. There's no insistence. There's no resistance. None of those negative thoughts are being projected. And when that's happening, you're finally able to actually receive. And when you receive that pure vibration that you're truly after, that's what you're truly after. When you receive that, then you'll be able to become that lighthouse and that beacon that gives it off. Now, when you start emanating that from a true wholehearted place, a true full connected place, that's when your universe will become this dimension called love, where everything looks the same and yet everything is completely different. And you only know what I'm talking about if you've been there. Now, there are ways that it can be very, very easy for you to get here on purpose and to stay there and to make that vibration something that you revisit on an ongoing basis. You can live this way. It does not have to be hard. If you're still watching this, that means that you liked it, so make sure that you click that like button and subscribe. If you want more information on this, I go live every single weekend. I also have Feminine Goddess training coming up, and I have Attracting Love for Powerful Women coming up. And so I'm gonna use these courses to teach you guys how to be the vibration that attracts everything that you want. I'm doing that because I know that's what's going to work for you. That link is going to be below in the pinned comment. Comment and let me know if you understand what I'm saying and your personal experience with what I said in this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.
That's easy.